I'm Tyson,
And I'm Josue.
and this is the Copper Lodge. Wrong one.
Give me home. You can see me home. Give me strength, the beauty of the stage. You'll be my downfall, baby. You'll be my great undoing.
Hey, dude, I'm so pumped that you're here. How you doing, man?
Oh, pretty good. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good. Yeah, so the first time we met was when we went to Disneyland. What is
Yeah,
it? Downtown Disney.
downtown Disney.
Yeah, and we all got to go have dinner and go eat with Ryan. So it was fun, man. But let's say hi to everyone, and then everyone gets to get to know who you are. So obviously, first is always E.
Love
Ellie
you.
and Vato. So what's up, E? And we got Vato. Like I said,
Órale, vato.
see, he's excited to meet you, Vato is. And then we got Casey. What up, man? How you doing? Who bumped into the green room with us? Jason, one of the nicest guys in the world. How you doing, Jason? Hope you're doing well, man. And Brett, how you doing? And sorry, let me just get through. Steven, how you doing, man? I missed it. There it goes. Steven, how you doing? All the way from Ireland.
How you doing?
Aldemir, how you doing, buddy? Travis, Ellie. See, I gotta get Ellie and her husband on here.
Oh yeah,
They're big supporters and stuff like that.
everywhere.
Yeah, there they are, everyone. Hey, Matt, it's good to see you, man. One of the biggest bearded TikTokers out there. Nick, how you doing, man? All right, I'm just scrolling. What up, Russ? What up, Jason? What up, Nicholas? Hope you guys are doing
Everybody.
well. All right, so I'm kind of cruising because we only get to do an hour, like I was telling you, and I really want everyone to get to know who you are. What's up, David? How you doing, man? Because you are a fun, unique, and humble individual, and I want everyone to get to know who you are because you are a stud. So why don't you tell us a little about who you are, a little about yourself?
Well, my name is Josue Zamora. I'm 31 years old, and well, I just turned 31 actually.
Oh, happy birthday.
Last December. I'm have 3 kids. 2 were born before I came in the picture, but I have 3 kids. The oldest one is 16, and my youngest one is about to be 7.
So
That's-
9 years apart?
Huh?
9 years apart?
Yeah.
8, 9.
Yeah, so I get a little bit of both worlds, and I have my princess. So she's in the middle.
That's awesome. Yeah, my
Yeah.
kids are 9 years apart too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do paintless dent repair. Not many people know about it, but it's pretty much without having to fix a car without taking it to the body shop. So
Yeah, so like rock chip, like there's a little dent from hell or something, you pop it open.
yes,
Nice.
then it's pretty much all those door dings every time you go to the store. An ex-girlfriend gets mad at you. She bangs up the car.
Do you see that a lot?
Sometimes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we take care of that. A lot of people only think that I'm Mexican, but my dad is from Guatemala and my mom's from Mexico.
Wait, cool. What part of Guatemala? I know you and I have already discussed this, but what part of Guatemala?
To be honest, I'm not truly sure.
Okay.
I visited Guatemala. I've been to Mexico pretty much since childhood. Every summer, I would get sent to Mexico.
Okay. So you're fluent in Spanish?
Yeah, fluent speaking and writing.
Nice. Are your children?
No, that's the problem.
Yeah, no. I've seen that a lot. That's awesome, though, man. Have you started following this guy right here on his Spanish channel?
I think so.
Yeah, I know he started a Spanish channel, and yeah.
I've only seen about 2 videos there, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's way cool. So, what are the things that you're interested in when you're not working on rock chip repair and stuff? Not rock chip, dents.
Well, yeah, we actually it's not just only dent repair; it's windshield chip repair. So every
Okay.
time crack or anything like that in the windshield and touch up. So it's a little bit of everything. But what I'm mainly into is anything really to do with art, from drawing, just sketching. I mean, that's most of my hobbies is sketching. That's what I mainly grew up doing, is sketching, seeing things and just sketching it from just looking at it. Never really got into painting as much. Don't really like colors. I'm more of a black and gray.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
So have
and
you ever posted any of that stuff? Have I seen any of it? Or
no,
is that
that's
really just between you and
yeah. I do a lot of different type of arts.
Mhm.
I guess you say, from wood burning to now everybody's been seeing the mugs.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely. Right there.
yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, pretty much anything that I can get my hands on that I could see that it could pop out. It interests me, and it's more of a relaxation time as well. Because ever since I was younger, I was able to separate the whole world pretty much from only just focusing on that. So that's pretty much on and off where I've been. Um, that's my escape, you could say.
That's way cool. What is your wife, her call time? Is this her right here?
Yeah, that's my
That's
wife,
awesome.
amazing wife.
That's your wife. That's cool. I was like, tattooed Reno. I don't think that I know this person. It must be your wife.
Yeah, that's my
So what got you? So when did you start doing the cups and mugs and stuff like that? And what got
mug
you into that?
out last year. I saw one time when everybody started in YouTube, everybody started coming out with the laser engraving.
Mm-hmm.
So and I was like, okay, well, that's pretty cool. I saw it that people were starting to do it on cars, engraving but on metal. So I thought, hey, why not try it? I saw somebody one time doing it on a mug, on a glass. It was like a mirror. Um, so I just picked it up. I bought it, picked it up, and decided to stick with it.
Yeah, you definitely got some talent. So how many have you sold? I know we're buying 12 24 ounces, right?
Yes.
And we're going to sell them on the website for everyone to have. And so how many like do you have a lot of business doing that?
No, I haven't. I When I first started doing it, I was talking about it everywhere. Many people at work and people that they would just find me on Instagram. I
Yeah.
was doing that. So roughly just sold last year about maybe 20 something, less than 30.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll
Everybody
definitely get that more this year.
Hmm?
Yeah, see, Josue, I sent him I sent Casey the other one with the hook and he absolutely loves it. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, buddy? I appreciate it.
Right.
And yeah, those mugs I've seen are fire. So yeah, everyone loves your stuff, and I'm sure that the people are going to buy them, and you're going to sell a lot more than 30 this year.
Hopefully.
So what motivates you to get up every day?
My motivation might sound like everybody says it, but it's my family, it's my kids. It's seeing how I want the best for them. I want if my childhood wasn't a bad childhood, my childhood was my mom did everything she could to raise me by herself. So she did above and beyond for me. So
That's
what
awesome.
I try to do is if I had a great life as a kid, now I gotta top that. It's my job to do everything possible for my kids, my wife, and pretty much just advance as a family.
Mm-hmm.
My family is everything.
Dude, that's a great answer. I think you as a dad, I think that's kind of what your goal in life is to have them have a better life than you had and be able to achieve greatness more than and their greatness might be different than yours, but it allow them to be able to accomplish their goals and their wants and their desires and stuff like that. So I
Yeah,
think
and
that's awesome, Josue.
pretty much with also with all the bad examples that I had seen while I was growing up, now it's pretty much of now what not to do.
Oh, 100%.
How I
And a
see
lot
it.
of people don't live that way. A lot of people will fall into that trap and just keep doing that. And that's awesome that you we're able to see a lot and take that as a negative and say, I don't want to live that way.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's admirable, I promise. So Jason wants to know if you have a link or a page to look at those mugs.
I actually have it. Mainly right now it's through either text me or you can see some of my work on Instagram. And I'll post it in the comments later on.
Yeah, and then I can also I can take a couple of pictures of mine and post it too, so that they have that. But as of right now, he will be sending those over, and we'll put them on our website, and they're going to be 24 ounces. And so, great question, Jason. And then it looks like we have another one of your friends, family.
That's my niece.
Niece, that's cool. That's awesome. I'm so glad they were here to hear you. So you talked about your children, and then you have 3. You have a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Can they drive yet? Have they got their license? Has she?
No, my son takes the car home from work from time to time, but he's not fully ready.
I just remember I still drive with my 7-year-old. I'm like, dude, you're so scary. I'm like, what are you doing? Don't drive so close. I'm like, you're going to get a wreck one of these days and kill one of us. But with that being said, what do you like to do with them?
It depends. Each one of my kids has a different style, I guess you could say, has their own way to interact with them. So pretty much my son right now, the oldest one, he wants to be an adult in a way. But he's more of like, he's by himself. He's into gaming and all that. But I give him his space. We have our moments, our time when we're alone, and we have our conversations. That's my way of we interact with each other. We have our own personal jokes that my wife hates, but that's how we connect. But my daughter, she's more of a lovable person. She's more hug on. She's like, "How you doing?" Just a simple kiss. About her business. My youngest one though, he's into everything. Everything to him is a great idea, except he's cleaning. But yeah, with him, he loves to be outside, as to be inside. But with him, is more of I get to play with him outside. I always try to keep him busy in a way when he's not stuck on the tablet, of course.
Yeah, right. No, that's awesome. Yeah, I one of the things about kids growing up is they do pull away, but that's normal and that's natural. I mean, they eventually will leave the house, and I mean, you want them to, so that's a natural thing. But it's still hard to see. So when you're saying your 6-year-old likes to be by himself, likes to do his own thing, I mean, that's natural, but it sucks because you've grown up with them and you want to hang out with them and all that. So it's a fun thing to see that your kids are evolving and getting bigger and stronger and fun. But it's hard to see him do that at the same time.
Yeah, and I had my moments with my oldest one because he came into my life, he was 6.
Okay.
Yeah, so I grew up with him pretty much throughout his teens, growing up from a kid playing every day. But now he just doesn't want to do it. Yeah, so I had my moments with him. But it's like it's not so bad that he's on his way out. I just want him to realize how should he really prepare for what's out there, especially in this time nowadays of a lot of people not caring, a lot of people pretty much without.
You're cutting out on my side. Can you say that again?
From what part?
Just the last couple of sentences. I'm sorry, man.
Oh no, like I said, I just want my oldest one to realize that, to take other people in consideration, not just yourself. And, a lot of doors can open up.
Oh, 100%. So that's kind of what the next question is like. So I'm seeing, as a parent, you have gone through a lot growing up. We all have. That's kind of with the years comes understanding because of the experiences we've had. So because of that, we see our kids making boneheaded mistakes. We do. It's just a natural thing. So when you talk to them, like, oh no, I'm not going to be like that, and they go do it anyway, and they end up making the same mistake that you made as a kid. So my question is it important for them to suffer in order for them to understand life? Like, can't you personally learn from people's other bad mistakes, right?
Yeah.
how come some of our kids, namely mine, don't learn that way? How come they have to go through certain things? I know it's a deep question, but it just came up while you were talking like that.
No, I think it's a great question in a way that um I made mistakes. We all have made mistakes. Some of them I was able to understand fully, and these are the conversations that we have in the car.
Oh yeah.
The things that, like, I've always warned him beforehand. I was like, I know that he's starting to have already an idea of what not to do. Like, I've already started picking at those. I always tell him, before you're going, I already went and came back. That's always the same. I've already been there. I know exactly what you're thinking. I know exactly what the outcome is going to be. So don't do it.
Yeah.
Enough said. He goes, does it. And all I tell him is, like, I don't have to tell you anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what not to do. Of course, as a parent, we don't want to see our kids, having to go through any type of pain, having to go through, those hard hits. But I tell my wife at times, there's sometimes they're just gonna have to go and ram themselves into the wall just for them to learn. It's more of a bittersweet of, okay, you didn't want to learn the easy way, you know.
Yeah. So Alderman said, have to watch that kind of friends they hang out with when they're growing up. I would agree with that. Because there are friends that will bring them up and lift them up, and there are friends that will bring them down. And I agree with that too, Alderman. But yeah, parenting, I swear, you start to understand kind of what you're doing, and then everything changes. Like they get like, oh no, it seems like, with media, social media, then COVID and all this, so like you think you have a handle on how to parent in a certain situation, then the situation changes. And so I definitely have known and seen flaws in my parenting that I've definitely learned from, especially during COVID. So that's awesome. You sound like an amazing person, an amazing dad.
Not really, but thank you.
Not really. I'm sure your wife disagrees completely. That
Sometimes.
you're having those conversations with your children, that's a good thing, man. So what's the most outside of family? So we're not talking about family anymore. Outside of family, what's the most proud thing? What's the proud? What are you the proudest of? Let me put it that way.
Proudest of for myself, a change of who I was.
Oh, okay.
Big change. My wife, all thanks to my wife for that. But before 10, we've been together for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
But before 10 years ago, it was a completely different person. Due to the fact of the people that I grew up with, the people I used to hang around, and it was completely different life. And comparing it to now, where I have a job, all my bills have been always getting paid, thankfully. And now we're looking into, hopefully buying a house soon.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, and ever since the first years with me and my wife, like I told you before, every New Year's Eve or when it becomes New Year's, I always tell her, this next year has to be better. One way or another, it has to be better. If we did great last year, this next year we gotta top it off.
So how do you do that? How do you focus on making it better than the year before? Like, do you set goals? How do you set the goals? Things like that. Like, what exactly do you do to make sure it's better?
We set goals of something big. Like first when we started vacationing
Mm-hmm.
and cruising. Those things are not cheap. They're really
Oh.
expensive. So our goal for that was, we're gonna take this enormous trip with the kids, with the family, and hopefully they enjoy it. And we save up everything we can. We work towards it. Side jobs, selling mugs and stuff, and until we achieve it. And the following year, it became not just the one family trip, and me and my wife trip. So that's, we're little by little, working hard at work, making the right moves. Uh, that's how we end up achieving goals that we set for ourselves.
Good for you, man. Yeah, that's so. We all have goals. I was just kind of wondering how you were able to achieve yours. So I appreciate you sharing. So, who is your role model? who do you look up to? Who do you want to be like?
There's three people.
Okay.
My grandpa. Oh, he's not here anymore, but my grandpa, in the sense of he was always quiet, he was always respectful, and he always just sit there and listen. He was never out of line. He was never. I've never heard him raise his voice to anybody, only when I was getting in trouble breaking and stuff. But other than that, he never. I never seen him argue. I never seen him lose his temper. Um, he used to do carpentry, so he had his little shop, and he used to always have me help him out and stuff. And every um project that he wouldn't know how to do, he'll find a way to fix. It. He'll find a way to pretty much teach himself, and that's what I got from that. Of really, pretty much all this, nobody really taught me. It's
Yeah.
a figure it out some way or another. It might not be perfect, but I'll figure it out. So I got that, and pretty much the listening part. I'm more of a listener than than giving advice. um, and
Sometimes that's the best advice is just listen.
yeah, and my grandma is the most loving person that helped me grow. I grew up with my grandma. Um, she did everything, always put me aside from everybody else. I grew up with a lot of nieces and nephews because I'm the only boy and the youngest.
Oh,
Out of
really?
Yeah, I have five sisters.
I'm sorry. I'm just joking.
I know, but yes, and she was always loving and showing me that she cared for me because my mother wasn't able to. My mother, and on top of that, third person would be my mother. My mother had to work two jobs. She was pretty much 24/7 at a job, and pretty much didn't raise me to a certain point. But all the hard work, it doesn't matter how tired you are, you're still gonna go to work even though she knew that it hurt her to put family aside. She knew that she had to provide for me, and she
Hmm.
took an extra step to give me what I didn't have. So those,
I think that's your mom and your grandpa and grandma are amazing. But I actually had a conversation with my wife because I feel like as I started this company, I've progressively seen my children less, and it actually hurts. And I talked to my wife about it. I'm like, I wish I could just be with them more and all this kind of stuff. And she's like, but you're teaching them what hard work really means. It's like you're not just saying work hard, you're working hard, and they can see it. And so I
yeah,
think your mom and the example she set you, what you're talking about, I think it really does help them in the future and stuff like that.
yes. And even right now, I live with my kids. We're about 10 feet away every day in this house. But even though we still don't have, I would want to talk to them. I would like to communicate. There's a lot of things that I see in myself that I lack in, but within a day-to-day lifestyle, it's always hard.
Yeah.
Just taking those slight little moments of just interacting, at least, but at least trying is better.
Yeah, no, trying, that's what matters, and that you're doing that. I will now text my kids, even if they're in the same room, just because they'll be on their phone, like, sup. Just stupid things. Like, I'll throw them a little meme or something like that. They'll look up, start talking to me from that way and stuff like that. But it's just like, I try to do everything I can, to just take those moments like you are. So I think that's amazing. So we have, Josue, I give you props that you didn't turn out to be a gangbanger or a delinquent.
Thank you.
So I don't know how to take that. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I have no clue. Like I said, I live from year to year.
Uh-huh.
Um, my whole
So where do
plan,
you see yourself this year, and where do you see yourself next year?
well, this year is to buying a house, starting the whole mortgage thing, getting my kids to a bigger space, getting my family more comfortable, um, being able to afford that and still, oh yeah. Those are people I grew up with, and that's why I said there's a big turnaround that
10 years ago.
yeah. But don't get me wrong, living in my mom's house, it was completely different. I lived two lives pretty much. In my mom's eyes, I was an angel. I I never did no wrong. I was a different person at home, but I would sneak out from my house, from school, to go be in different areas. So I understand that completely. That's why I'm thankful for my wife every single day that I might look a certain way, and to certain people I may communicate a certain way, but it's complete different change. Just like now that I have hair, I used to be bald.
Really?
Yeah.
So I saw that you got Zamora. Was it? No, your last name Zamora. I apologize. What is the new Dixon shirt? You just posted the black one.
Kami more, I believe, or something like
Yeah, I got that one too, and I thought, okay, I won't wear it because he'll probably be wearing it, and neither of us wore
that.
it.
No, I haven't even taken it out the bag. There's and this whole Dixon thing. I don't
So
know what.
how many Dixons do you have?
11.
Okay.
I just started this.
Yeah, you have more than I do. Yeah. I
I
just
think
got this one, and I'm like, I told my wife, I'm like, Candace, this was in the car for like a couple of months, and she's like, really? I'm like, I didn't know. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm just joking. I just got it. I was like, I'm sorry, but all right. So kind of let's switch gears because we've been talking really serious now. Let's talk about some fun stuff. So, what is the funniest thing you've ever seen a stranger do in public? The reason why I asked that is because as I was creating this and figuring out what questions I want to ask you, I was watching Impractical Jokers on TV, and some of the things that they do is like, dude. And so that's why I wanted to ask you, what's the weirdest and funniest thing that you've ever seen someone do in public? Anyone, also everyone in chat, let us know
the weirdest.
the funniest thing that you've ever seen in public that
Man,
someone.
I don't know. Without turning into rated R, I have. And downtown LA is not too far from here. There's been some things that I've seen that is a lot of people out there. But I mean, I've seen people, completely walking, have pretty much halfway dressed, less than halfway dressed, and just walk into a bank and it's like trying to take out money. Just like if they're coming in with a suit. Yeah, there's a lot of things that happen. There's a lot of things that I have done just to make other people laugh. So there's a lot of stories out there.
Brett's like slipping on ice to me is comedy gold, dude. That's so true. Like I don't know if you ever watch TikTok, but on TikTok they have it's Ring, just like the company Ring. They have submissions that people will send that they catch people on their doorbell.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of them is UPS and FedEx drivers slipping on the ice, and I just laugh so hard. Another guy where he's on his first date, and he walks out with his girlfriend, from his first date. It's like he had to get something from the car, and goes out and just stands there and just farts up a storm, and then walks back in the house. I'm like, dude, that is hilarious. Inappropriate.
Funny, appropriate.
Yeah, there's a lot of inappropriate. Mine would be when I went on a date in college with a girl, and she pooped her pants. that was a really embarrassing for her, but now it's hilarious. Ended up being my wife. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No, but yeah, there's stuff like that. So I was just wondering if you had anything funny.
No, it was speaking about ice. The first time me and my wife went ice skating, supposedly I knew how to ice skate. She was hanging on to the rails. And I'm over here trying to show off. Next thing I know, I'm sliding all around the ice. So yeah, that was always great.
No. So what movie? Let me see what they said real quick. Casey, oh no, she wouldn't. No. What's up, man? What movie would significantly improve if it was a musical?
Movie.
Yeah, any movie out there, it's not a musical right now. If it was a musical, what movie would be significantly improved if it was? Like The Matrix, if it was a musical.
In a better way or in a funnier way?
Either one, whatever you think.
I would like to see somebody in a musical go the Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah, that actually could be good. I like those Mark Roper videos with the bot. Do I know which those ones are, Joe or Justin? I'll have to check those ones out. What movie? Nope. What part of a kid's movie completely scared you when you were a kid? I'll go first because I thought about it. Goonies scared, not Goonies. Gremlins. So you have Gizmo, and then if they get wet at night, they turn into like little monsters, and that scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Nah, I never got scared. I love horror movies. So the thing is that I was scared my nieces and nephews with horror movies.
You're like, I was afraid of Rainbow Bright.
Yeah, Chucky or It, those two movies. I have two nephews that they can't still stand to see it now. And they're over 25 years old.
Yeah, I can't watch horror movies at all. Like the last one I saw was The Ring back in college. So I mean, we're talking about what, almost 20 years ago, and I haven't watched one because when the girl walked out of the TV, I'm like, nope, I'm done. It scared the crap out of me. And everyone's like, that's not even scary. I'm like, it was to me. All right. So the last time I had some rapid fire questions for E, and I really liked them. So I kind of want to ask you those, not the same questions, but just kind of for everyone to get to know you.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite drink?
What kind of drink?
Whatever you want. What's your favorite drink? What's your go-to drink for water, soda, whatever you want? Coffee?
Modelo.
Okay. What's that?
Oh, beer.
I know, I'm joking. You just said it in a different accent that I'm used to.
It comes relaxed, I guess. So yeah.
Modelo. When are you most productive? Morning, afternoon, night?
Morning.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Me too. I like the 4 seasons, but definitely summer. What's your favorite number and why? No, that's a dumb question. I don't want that one. In which subject were you worse at school?
All of them except for PE and art.
All of them were the worst?
Yeah.
What advice would you give your young self?
Listen and actually listen to the advice and do what they tell you.
Great advice. Yeah, kind of like listen to your parents. They kind of know what they're talking about. But you don't know that until you're older and you have your own kid. You're like, oh man, they knew what they were talking about.
But it goes back to you're going to have to learn it the hard way.
Yep. All right, so we know scary movies don't scare you. So what scares you?
What scares me? Losing my kid at a store.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
That used to happen to me a lot at Toys R Us. So.
All right, cats or dogs?
Dogs.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would that be? You've already answered it. You love Los Angeles. What's something that you do not like doing? What's something that you don't like to do, but you have to do it?
Clean.
What'd you say?
Clean the house.
Okay, clean the house. That makes sense to me. What do you love to do the most?
Watch movies.
I love it. What's your favorite movie?
13 Hours in Benghazi.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's the one that has what's his name from Office? Jim from Office.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Just so you like those type of war movies.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That's actually a really good one. It's kind of sad too.
Yeah, I've seen it 70 times.
How many?
About 70 times.
Oh wow. So you know it word for word. It's like one of those movies you can work. So mine would be like Invincible with Mark Wahlberg when he tries out for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one that I've seen like 70 times where I can just listen to it and I know exactly what's going on and still keep doing what I'm doing.
But I know more to the words by Scarface.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was watching that movie, so that one I know pretty much by heart.
I'm seeing what they're saying. Oh, what's up, Bill? I didn't see you, man. Casey was just commenting on your thing. I got posted at Disneyland when I was 6 or 7. Then I got scared a little bit, and I had to find a security guard wait for them to come with my family. So yeah, that would scare me too. Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Favorite food?
Man. Chicharrón.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dessert?
Ice cream.
What kind of ice cream? That matters.
No, any kind of.
Really?
Kind of Cold Stone. I don't know. I don't see the big fuss about it.
How about this? Do you have a Culver's where you live?
A what?
A Culver's?
No, I don't think so.
I was going to say, so Culver's ice cream or Chick-fil-A ice cream because I love Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
All right, so what's the first thing you notice about someone when you meet them?
First thing I noticed.
Yeah.
Attitude.
Ooh, that is a good one. Yeah, everyone's usually says something physical, but that's a good answer, man.
That's pretty much of how I told you. I always learned of the saying that I always got told is keep your ears open and your mouth closed.
Uh-huh.
That's the first thing that I see is how somebody approaches me. Is pretty much how I know exactly of how a way to answer back.
Dude, that is a really good answer. Very insightful. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good answer. You threw me off for a second. I'm like, whoa. What's the best compliment you've ever gotten?
Best compliment. That's hard.
Sorry?
That's a hard question. I don't.
It is. Because you have to kind of talk about yourself that way, and that's hard.
And I don't know. Everybody loves that I'm a great parent. Thoughtful at times.
Yeah.
And I love that people always like my art and stuff that I make.
Dude, you're going to have to post some of this art because I really want to see it. But I do love your mugs. You definitely are you're humble. That's one thing I've noticed. But yeah, I definitely want to see your art. That's really cool. Favorite TV show?
Huh?
Favorite TV show?
The Office.
Ooh, it's a good one.
Yeah.
I love watching the bloopers of The Office too.
Yeah.
Like when my favorite blooper of all time really is when what's his name, the boss?
Michael.
Yeah, when Michael is having Jim over and Pam to see the big screen TV. And it's like this like 10-inch screen TV and it pops out and everything. And the bloopers on that is the best bloopers ever. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen the bloopers on that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna find it and send it to you because it is hilarious. It's hilarious. Weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Weirdest thing? Lengua, cow tongue.
Ooh, yeah, I don't think. What did that taste like?
Very chewy in a sense.
Ew, so gross. Oh, what is your favorite childhood memory?
My mom would take me to this like arcade type. I love her taking me because when I was younger, I used to start crying because she had to leave. I would see her for about 2 hours a night. There's times where I would cry and would want her to stay, but she had to go to work. Mm-hmm. So her way of cheering me up was I'll take you to our arcade for about 20-30 minutes. And then that would calm me down and be like, all right, now you can go to work.
That's a good memory. All right, those are my I'm done with the quick questions and everything. And so appreciate answering those. That was a lot of quick questions, man. You're on top of it. So, next question is how did you get involved with the bearded community?
Thanks to my amazing wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got to tell me this now.
I always had started ever since I met her. I only had the mustache, and yeah, then I started growing out my chin, and it was always always rough. And I started trimming it because it started getting in my mouth every time I fall asleep. So, but then like it never was soft or anything, and she got the idea of why not take care of it, like buy some Amazon beard oils and try it out. And yeah, well, started looking it up on YouTube. Then I found scuba and dancing, and now we're here.
That's way cool. Yeah, so no. He said, Tyson, y'all need to do Rocky Mountain Oyster Challenge at the meetup if the restaurants have them. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll watch people do it, make fun of them, but there's not a chance. Do you know what those are?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. So
that's
I can
right.
never do that.
Yeah. No.
What?
When people have tried to eat them, but they don't know how, so they just comes right back up. I'm
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, no, if you've ever watched Any Alone, there's the last season, I think it's season 5, where the guy actually like kills this huge water buffalo almost looking like thing, and he eats them, and I'm just like, can't handle it, no way. Hilarious would be running out to the hospital getting an IV still attached. Okay. All right. Next question. What advice would you give a new beardsman? So now that you're been a part of the beard community for such a long time, what advice would you give?
Patience, like everybody says, you're always gonna get that patience. But I never hear a lot of people rock what you got.
Nice.
Not everybody, myself, don't have the great genes to grow like a full beard like yours or anything like that. But you pretty much either work your way around it, or learn the style, learn to maintain and take care of what you have.
Yeah. Yeah. I really like just be proud of. That's why one of my things is be proud of who you are, just because we're all different. We all have different genetics. We all can grow a different type of style of beard, and just be happy. I love that. That's a great advice to offer someone. And what trends do you see happening this year
This year is a
in the beard community? Not community, but as beard products, stuff like that. What do you see happening that this year?
one-stop shop.
Okay, I've heard that quite a bit.
Everybody is. I've seen everybody coming out pretty much in a sense similar things, but with their own brand, their own unique twist to it. But in overall, it's a lot of the same, and everybody wants to try them all. So,
Yeah, see, even Walt says rock what you got is the way to go. Everyone's saying that. So if I missed anyone's questions, please just write them down again one more time for me so that I can accept E-Rock. Don't ever say that again. Countdown is awesome. I never know if he's serious on these chats. All right, so I have a bunch of would you rather questions. So if anyone has any questions for him, just
throw them on.
yeah. Come on, Vibes. That's your next challenge. Oreo with the Rocky Mountain Oyster. Yeah, Ellie. Ellie will probably do it. Oh, okay, right here. Josue, what is the first company you use for your beard?
First company, it's some weird China company from Amazon. That was the first one.
And
Yeah.
how'd you like it?
I had to use a lot of it,
Okay.
and then always at first you're not really knowing what you're doing. So, and it comes with 2 bottles, pretty much the full kit for like $12. So that
Oh,
should
yeah.
tell you how good it was.
My mom actually gave me she for Christmas one year she gave me stuff, and it was when I was starting to learn about beer products and getting a part of the community like 3 or 4 years ago. And I was like, I looked into the ingredients. I'm like, none of these ingredients are good for your skin, and it's like, no, I'm good. Oh, he's serious. I do love cow tongue tacos.
And my wife, my kids, they all love it.
So, Jose, how long does it take you to etch out the logos on the beer mugs?
Depends what logo. The more the detail, the longer it takes because I do engrave each one, and it's pretty much with this tool. So as you can
Wow.
see that, yeah.
So, how do you do it then? If you just do it all by hand, huh?
It depends. I can make a stencil of it if I'm doing continuous. I can draw out a stencil, get a stencil.
So,
Uh,
did you draw this one out on a stencil?
yeah, and
How long
then
did that take you?
so many. But
Huh?
since I'm making so many, I want all of them to be pretty much accurate, the same. Um, then yeah, I make a stencil. But if people want specific things, then that's hand drawn with a marker on the glass, and then just etch it out.
And Kyle wants to know what your first small batch company.
Bad donkey care.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still need to try them.
I like
Yeah.
this.
A whole kit, $12. It's a red flag, but who knew back then? Yep, exactly. Well, that's awesome. Okay, so any more questions? Did I miss anything? Yep, missed one more. Jose, would you be able to make my screen pick on a beer mug?
My
So, do you do you have an email? I can give you his email address if you want, Jose. I can just send it to you so that you can contact him that way, so you don't have to give it out.
yeah,
E-Rock doesn't have IG, so
yeah, I know. Yeah,
so okay, I'll send it to you afterwards while we're talking in the green room right after and send it to you.
okay.
Vato wants to know if you have any plans on doing any content.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm the right person for it. Like I do get nervous. So speaking of, like, if this is the first time I'm doing it,
Dude,
so
you don't even look nervous. You don't. You're probably not, but dude, you're killing it, man.
oh, thank you. But I had an idea of maybe start it, and see what happens. Like I've seen a lot of lately content that Ken the coach has been pulling out of just hit and record and just
Hmm.
see. I've thought about it, and maybe down the road.
You should. You should jump on his screen and see what happens. Yeah, yeah. You need to. He has some serious skills. And is this your niece?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah. So yeah, I'll give him your information and then he'll reach out to you. Do you have any next to you that you want to show? Um, this is the
uh,
one that I have, Kyle. It's obviously not full and it's not frosted, but that's a Copper John one.
yeah, like this one I have to send out to him. I don't know if you guys can see who that is.
Oh wow.
There you go.
And that's the 24 ouncer?
Yeah, it's a 24 ounce compared to a 16 ounce.
Yeah, this is the 16 ounce that you gave me, right?
There's the difference. Yeah.
Yeah. See, and we're going to bring in 12 of the 24 ounces. I'm excited, man. We'll probably end up just having 11 because I'm going to take one myself. Those are, man, that's cool. Yeah, he said you should do content. You seem to be doing well on here. But not only that, maybe you enjoy your artwork, you enjoy your sketching and all that kind of stuff. You should, and etching and all this kind of stuff. You should film that and create content like that. There's a lot of people who would love to watch that. I do. I enjoy looking at that kind of stuff. So I think it's fun.
That is something to think about. I have this little corner. This is where I do everything. So when we're looking for the house and everything, we want bigger space. Obviously, my wife has her own hobbies, her own big area that she needs. So we're also looking for a bigger space for me. So then, like I told you, I'm gonna start also looking into epoxy. Um, so there's some new things that are gonna be coming out.
Yeah, see, and I think that'd be so much fun to watch. And I think a lot of us here and a lot of people that are not here would enjoy watching that. So just something to think about. I think that's a great idea. So Billy wants to know, what do you charge per mug? I'd be interested in one for my beer reviews. Oh, that's a great idea.
Um, right now I'm not really selling much, so you can give me a price. I'm not really put a price.
So yeah, Shaky. Why don't, on the side note, you if you're friends with Josue on IG, just message him that way.
I'll
You're friends with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you can just reach out to him. If you create content, you don't have to show your face. I know channels that only see people's hands, and they have a lot more. They have more than 1 million subs. Agreed. I'll watch antique stuff, like guys who find World War II little things, and they make them into like one was a pipe or a lighter, and he created the lighter and made it all back up to as if it was new. And I
Oh, wow.
watched that, and it was like 30 minutes. He has millions of subs. That's what I mean. A lot of people like that kind of stuff.
That's true.
Record and upload, just jump right in. Yeah. He
True.
wants one of those mugs. He wants one of the mugs. Yeah, see? It's oddly satisfying to watch stuff like that. I'm 100% the same way.
That's
So just if you're friends with him, Josue,
Yeah.
so now you gotta talk to Billy and Gloria Spirit. So
I'll reach out.
and get ready, Zamora. Order will be coming in now. There you go. Alderman.
I'm ready. This is not just there's not much of a business for me right now. Like I said, art relaxes me. Art is my escape. It used to be working out, but as we can see, that stopped. So right now it's art. I'm picking it back up because throughout the years it has stopped. I picked it up at times. So right now this is my escape. This is I either put on a movie or play music, and I'm in my corner just working on mugs.
So
I'll-
has Dan seen your mug that you just showed us?
I believe I sent it one. I sent him a picture of it a little while ago. I just has to send it out, but
Well, there you go. Dude, that's epic, man. I love it. You definitely have skill. So yeah, you and I, and after the show, we'll need to talk and see what we need to do to get those 12 here soon. So that because it seems like a lot of people are excited for it. I got to talk to a friend that used to brew beer. I think it's time for Shaky's review stout. There you go. Okay. So how you doing, Donald? All right. So the last we have 7 minutes. So I have 4 would you rather's. Everyone would love to hear your answers too. But the first one, you ready?
Yeah.
Would you rather brush your teeth with clean toilet water from your own toilet or drop your phone in a porta potty?
drop my phone in a porta potty.
But you had to pick it up.
Oh, no worries.
You'd have to pick it up.
I've done worse, so I'll pick it up.
You have not done worse. That is the worst thing ever. So my brother, I think I've told this story before, but we there's a thing called Ragnar. It's a relay race from Logan, Utah to Park City. It's 224 miles, and it's 12 people running the whole entire time. So you have a van, and we just kind of follow the runner for 224 miles. Really fun. It sounds miserable, but you get really close to your friends. It's just fun. It's fun when you're running. It's not, but everyone else gets to have fun. Anyway, we're in a small town called Morgan, and they have like seriously, they're called honey buckets here, and there's like 30 of them all lined up, and there's like hundreds of people lined up. My brother, and when you're running at night, by rule with Ragnar, you have to have these reflector vests on.
Yeah.
And my brother had put his phone in his pocket right here. Sorry. And he finally gets to the restroom, and he like somehow like decides to use his hand instead of his foot or whatnot to lift the toilet seat up so he could pee. And the phone falls and drops into the porta potty. And he reaches down. I'm like, dude. After he told me so, I'm like, you're not bringing that phone into this car. There's not a chance. I'm like, there's nothing worse than that. Oh, that's. I'm sorry, I had to tell you. I was just like, no. Oh, there was a troll. Oh, I missed it. Hey, what's up, Ray? Oh, I see. That wasn't him. Okay. Would you rather have 8 fingers or only 8 toes?
8 fingers.
Okay. Would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader?
Oh, like Yoda's way more fun.
Right? I already breathe like Darth Vader.
Not there.
What?
I'm not there yet, but maybe pretty soon.
Would you rather eat a spoonful of wasabi or a spoonful of extremely spicy hot sauce?
I don't do that great with hot sauce, but I don't think I would want to try wasabi, so we'll go with the extreme
Do
spicy.
you eat sushi?
No sushi. No.
Oh, I was like, I love sushi, and I can't have sushi without wasabi. My nose isn't watering; it's not hot enough.
And I'd rather eat this.
Well, that's all the questions I have for you. It is that time anyway. But is there any other questions that anyone has? Do you have anything that you would like to talk about real quick?
I went by really quick.
It does. It always does.
Well, it's a good thing.
So yeah. Oh, she's back. Brett, if you can get that, please. There's been a lot of trolls lately, man. But Josue, I really appreciate you jumping on.
Me. I was not expecting this at all.
Dude, when I met you, I'm like, you were like the most humble, kind person. I'm like, dude, I gotta get you on. And really, I said it right then and there, right?
Yeah. Off guard, so at first I didn't know what to answer. So I was like, hey, sure. Yeah, no, but for having me. And thanks for everybody, all your kind words. I haven't really been able to see the chat, but
yeah, I understand that. But there's a lot of people here supporting you and excited that you were here. So anyway, appreciate you guys. Thanks for everyone coming on. And next week I'll have Bearded Beanie, so it's going to be Nick. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful night. And if you guys need us, you know where to catch us. So all right.